Let's unpackage that for those of you that may not have picked up what Jack was saying. So, in a condo association, you basically have fractional ownership in the entire complex. And those, correct me if I'm wrong at any point, jump
Mhm.
in. And the association some will have insurance on the actual
Building the
properties,
structure.
the actual structure themselves.
Mhm.
So the association, the property managers are getting the notices that says, "Hey, look, your coverage expires in 30 days, 60 days." How much time do they usually get? What does that look like?
It's typically they're notified by 60 days normally. There's different rules if the non-renewal, but they usually, yeah, actually sometimes 3 months will have a good 90-day notice. So there's time. But what most people do, we're busy running our lives, running our thing. I'll do it tomorrow. Do it tomorrow. Get on it.
So that property manager, that president of that board is going to get that 60-day notice, plus or
Yeah.
minus.
Yeah.
It's all relative. And then they've got to turn around and get insurance somewhere else. And when that insurance somewhere else comes around, it could be 3 to 4 times more.
Easily.
So then what is the board going to do? They're going to turn around and they're going to pass that expense down to the tenants. In this case, we're talking about associations.
Mhm.
It's going to get passed down to each of the individual owners of that association, and they could see an increase in their monthly association fees. And then that's
Huge.
where the E&O coverage comes into play,
The
where
dealer. Yep.
where each of the owners are going to may turn around and say, "Well, why didn't you give us a heads up on this?" And that's where the E&O coverage, where there's potential
Yeah. D&O
liability.
directors and officers on this. Yeah. Yeah. And you have a mortgage on that condo unit. The bank says we need the building coverage. It's
It
real. It's
has
going
to
to get ugly. It
happen.
has to happen. You have to have it. So
Otherwise, the lenders can
it's a
call.
big issue. Yeah. So the fair plan is there to help. It's not a catch-all. Personal opinion. It's just a personal opinion. I think we've seen the fair plan double in growth in the past 4 years. The capacity, for instance, like Lake Arrowhead, I think they own over half, 50% of the properties insured by the fair plan. One large fire, $7 billion could wipe it out. Now what happens?
Right.
So the problem is real. I know the insurance commissioner and the insurance carriers have kind of been butting heads for quite a while. The carriers have been saying, look, we need to be proactive. We need to have a rate increase. Kind of being a political position, you got to appease the consumers. Hey, we're going to keep rates low for you, but you got to keep the insurance companies in business. The more carriers we have, the more competition, usually better rates.
Yeah.
So it's a tough balance he has. And that's really what's going on the property side.